Welcome to My Morning Coffee. Always bold, hot, and full of flavor. Gia and Tonya are My Morning Coffee. What's in your cup?
Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are. Welcome to another edition of My Morning Coffee, where the conversation is always hot, bold, organic, and full of flavor. Today, we have a pretty flavorful conversation, but first, I guess we should start with Happy Valentine's Day, yeah?
Happy Valentine's Day for those that, are into it and celebrate it. Hey, happy Valentine's Day.
Okay, well, since you said that, let's go ahead and get started with what's in your cup, and do you and Jeff celebrate Valentine's Day?
I have coffee in my cup. Good morning. And do Jeff and I celebrate Valentine's Day? Well, that's a loaded question. So I don't even really know how to answer that, because if you say, do you mean like, do we do the traditional, like, the flowers, the chocolate, go out to dinner, that kind of stuff?
Right.
No, we don't do that. It's funny. Valentine's Day it's a holiday that I've never really been into. And I don't know if it's because of over the years of being, a young woman and going through the whole, relationships and dating and stuff like that. I'm trying to think back. I probably wasn't involved with anyone doing the Valentine's Day time. So maybe that's why I've never really got into Valentine's Day all these years and stuff. But it's just, my thing is I don't want you to don't wait until the February to the 14th to lavish me with Valentine's or love. That should be given. You should be lavishing me and showing me love, 365 days out the year. That's how I look at it. So no, I don't take this day and do anything special. And it's always crowded too. Everybody's out trying to, I guess, make up for all the shit that they didn't do with their spouses or they booze and stuff like that. So I don't want you to take this one day and just try to make me feel special on this one day. I'm special every day. So that's how I look at it. So no, we don't really celebrate it in traditional sense. No, but every now and then, like, we might buy some, each other some chocolate or something, but it's not like I ain't pouting because, Jeff didn't give me nothing for Valentine's Day. I ain't one of them kind of girls, women, no, that kind of stuff, because it's not something that we've done throughout our relationship. So yeah.
And how long have you guys been married?
We've been married. We're going in. This is going to be our 10th year this year. 2022. Okay. We'll be married 10 years. So yeah.
So here's the question:
when you guys been together longer than that, but we've been married for 10 years. It'll be 10 years this year.
When you guys were just dating, did he do anything for you for Valentine's Day?
I'm trying to remember.
Yeah. Never mind.
Yeah, and maybe he did, but I think probably he didn't, because I probably told him up front that's not something. I was one of these people, like when Jeff and I met, I wasn't a young girl. I know I look young, but I wasn't young. And when I say that, I was one of these people. I really wasn't. We just happened to meet. It was kind of organically. It wasn't like I was looking for somebody. But at that time, I was at a stage in my life. I don't have time. If you ain't trying to, if you step into me and you want to have a relationship, then you need to make that be known. If you don't, keep, I'm cool, keep it moving out. So I kind of laid a lot of things out on the table up front. I was kind of like, hey, this is this, that. I didn't play around, because for years I played around, not letting a person know, what I really wanted and things like that. And then you waste a lot of time in, dating and stuff like that. So I think because I was like, hey, this is who I am. This is this and that. I think he might've got the message that I really wasn't, that wasn't a holiday that I was really, really, really into. So don't get me wrong. I think probably the first year we dated, he probably did give me something for Valentine's Day, but it wasn't like, that was I'm not, if the place, I'm one of these people, all these holidays, if the restaurants are crowded, I ain't trying to go. I ain't trying to wait in line to eat nobody else's food. And it might not be that good sometimes. So it's like, I'm not one, like, we ain't got to have no dinner reservations and stuff like that. Valentine's Day is not my day. Actually, I'm really about a person's birthday. That's the day that's special to me for everybody. Is that's their day. That's the day they came into the world. So I'd rather celebrate them on that day. All these other holidays, I'll be like, oh yeah, hey, I know y'all might think I'm crazy, but no, that's just me, and I don't know if it's because I was single for a long time and I was like, hey, so
I don't think so.
I've been my Valentine's for a long time. So
we got same cups today.
Yes, we're twinning and our hair is kind of the same too. Hey, see, great minds think alike.
I love it. So listen, I have coffee in my cup.
Okay.
Had a long weekend. Yesterday was a whole shit show. Lord help me. Lord, give me a sign. But I will say that we also do not do Valentine's Day. I literally beg, like, don't listen, these flowers up here that's about to die. We got roses in the garden. I don't need you to spend a massive amount of money for something that's going to be dead in a week. And that's maybe 2 with the food that they bring. First of all, I don't have a green thumb. So whatever they give me to keep it alive, I will probably kill it anyways. So my flowers don't last long. He will still go out and do it. Ray, he was actually buying Talia some, he would do something for her. Like, I prefer you do something for her. Yeah. Teaching her how men should treat women and young boys. So that makes more sense to me because we said this early on. Every day is like Valentine's Day or whenever you feel the need. Like, you don't have to wait for one day of the year to do all this stuff. Like, no. First of all, and just like you, I ain't trying to wait no line. Like New Year's, I'll put it to you like this. New Year's, Valentine's Day, Mother's Day, those days in particular, it almost seems like places overpromise, overprice, and underdeliver. The food at places that you usually go to, even those days, they're like, who cooked this? So we've experienced, we tried it. Okay. I've tried to do that whole go out on Mother's Day with the family. I'm usually pissed off about something. So now I just say, let's do something when the mood hits us. Right. So that while the rest of the world is out spending all their money, double the price on those days, New Year's, Mother's Day, Valentine's Day, we cool. We've done a lot. We've done a lot. So yes, no, Valentine's Day is not a big deal. Matter of fact, he brought me my gift. He brought me my Pepsi. That's what will get me through. That's love. Okay?
Hold up.
That is love.
Time out.
That is love.
Now, all the years I've known you, and I'm just now learning that you are a Pepsi girl. Oh my God. See, I know something. That's that whole Bay Area type. Okay. Oh my God. You like Pepsi? Oh my.
Okay. There's a story for everything. Listen, my grandmother used to be addicted to Pepsi. It was so bad that she would hide them under her bed. So when I would come home from school, I would crawl under her bed and try to sneak a Pepsi. Yes, I am a fiend. I am a Pepsi fiend.
Okay, well, we're gonna have a versus. We're gonna have to have like they be doing on Instagram, because I'm a Coke girl. So maybe we need to have a My Morning Coffee, a versus. Okay. Pepsi versus Coke, something like that.
Best commercials. We can go best commercials.
Yeah.
We have the best commercials. See, I got Mike, I got Mike and the hair on fire. I think I might win. I don't know.
But girl, I wanted to ask you, because this was a busy weekend for you. I saw you were out doing a lot of things in your community. And then also I know you had a little party. Well, you didn't have a party. The kids had a party. But I too had a busy weekend. I was out, in the community. I tried to go live a couple times from our podcast page, because I was out this weekend at the Taste of Inglewood.
You did your thing?
Yes, I was actually I was assisting my sissy. She had a booth there, so she was vending there, Simply Beautiful and more. So I was helping her. So and it started off, I was going to help her on Thursday, the first day, but then I wind up helping her the whole weekend. And I don't know, I'm from Inglewood, hey, product of Inglewood. Before, as they say, before Inglewood was cool, I was about Inglewood, okay? For y'all that don't know and stuff, because some of y'all just getting hip to Inglewood, but some of us, we from Inglewood, we grew up Inglewood, went to school in Inglewood, so that whole kind of thing. So we was Inglewood before. Don't get me wrong, I love my girl Issa Rae, but we was Inglewood before Issa Rae was Inglewood, okay? So let's just put that out there. No shade, because I love Issa, but I'm just saying, stuff. But again, so that they had a taste of Inglewood. Phenomenal. They put that on. It was awesome. 3-day event, awesome event. But girl, I guess because we've been locked up, locked in, tied up, all that kind of stuff, masked up and everything for over a year. This was probably, I guess, one of the first major events that, a public event where people could gather, right? And I'll just say it was a 3-day event. And over the 3 days, the event progressed, from as far as the vibe. The first day it was a chill vibe. Second day, was, it's still chill, but, more chill, more people. Then the third day was, I just want to say, as they say, I think it was just crunk the third day. It was just like, yeah. But it was nice. Everybody showed up, showed out, participated. The music was good. They had concerts every day. They had some phenomenal artists. I think one of the artists that performed will be on our show in a couple of weeks. I'm not going to say no more about that. I'll just say that. But it was good. It was good to see that. I think the people of Inglewood and around who came really enjoyed it. They had a good time. I met some bingos. People from out of town came, met some bingo fans. So it was really good to be out there with in the community with our people and stuff. So hopefully, Corona is gone and pass us by and let us get back to, I'm not going to say normal because, I don't think things are ever going to be back the way they used to be, but we'll let us, get back to being able to enjoy the outdoors and enjoy gathering with our friends and family more. So, yeah. But, I kind of lost my voice because I had to talk a lot this weekend because I was helping her. And me, Tonya, I don't talk that much, only when, you make me talk on, stuff like that. And when I have to talk for my job, and stuff. But as far as just talking, that's not me. So I had to talk a lot this weekend. So I'm losing my voice. So I sound kind of like hoarse to me. So yeah, but
Sister, good. Time. I'm glad you had a good time.
Yeah.
I tried to go out there and see you. Wasn't no parking. So I went back home. I don't really do well with LA traffic. It is traumatizing. So I took my little tail back home and got ready for this little Super Bowl gathering that my kids put on. And I won't get too much into it because it will definitely take all day. But what I did realize is everybody's kids ain't got home training. And I'm trying to tell you, I was just floored at how kind of disrespectful and just aloof to norms that some of these kids are. And it was a house full, a house full of 11-year-olds and 13-year-olds and 14-year-olds. So that in itself was, I was trying to be nice. I bought the pizza, bought the desserts, and I had to make some of them go home. My neighbors was calling me. I was like, what? Who raised you? Where you do this at? Do you do this at? I literally had to ask them, like, do you do this at your house? Do you act like this at home?
Probably so.
Would your parents be okay if, my kids came to your house and did this? So, and some of them, maybe that would be the answer. Like, oh my God.
Yeah.
But it ain't a lot of us either. So I know some of them are probably like, crazy black lady. I'll be that.
Yeah.
Because what I wasn't going to be yesterday was okay with acting like you have no home training. So I don't really believe that they don't. I just think they thought it was going down. And I had to let them know, yeah, you got the wrong one. you're in the wrong place for
Yeah,
that.
they didn't know, as they say, they didn't know who you was, but I guess they know now.
They learned.
Because when I saw your post, I was like, oh, they having the kids is having a party, and I was gonna call and check on you. I was gonna actually text you yesterday and check on you because I was here, But I got caught up making I made some bracelets yesterday. I got caught up with being creative and stuff. But you were in my mind because I was like, I need to call and check on see how Tonya doing because she said the kids was having a party, and I don't know if she know about kids that are 11 years old, 11 and 12 and 10. How they could be at a party, but you survived, so that's a good thing. So now I see why you probably got Pepsi, Ray got
and coffee
today,
Pepsi
and
and coffee. Okay,
and coffee.
Pepsi.
But I checked this out. I see the president of the Cup Crew, Miss Deborah. She a Pepsi chick now too, so she might be now demoted to vice president. I don't know.
It's two of us. It's only one of you.
See, she might have to be the vice president now.
It's two of us. It's only one of you. You cut it out. Listen, let's get this party started. Let's get our own party started, our post Super Bowl party started. And we can actually get into some of the highlights of yesterday too with our guest, because he is an entertainment personality. He, I call them now, this is the new term, multi-talented, multi-achiever. So he's a multi-achiever in music, comedian. He wrote a song, performed it. We're going to show a little bit of it, tribute to George Floyd. So let's go ahead and bring him on and see what's in his cup. Mr. Robinson, how are you?
Great. Thanks for having me on. I could just sit here and listen to you girls all day. It's hilarious.
A hot mess. Go ahead and say it. So we want you to let the people know what's in your cup. And because of your profession also, we get to have this intriguing conversation about yesterday. We can jump into that a little bit. So what's in your cup? How have you been?
Sounds good.
Let us know.
Yeah, this is Hawaiian Punch, believe it or not. And it's mainly because caffeine makes me break out. So I'd be all red right now if I had coffee. Okay. So Hawaiian Punch, and it's it gives me a little vitamin C too. So
they still make Hawaiian Punch?
Yeah, and I dilute it because it's too strong for me. So
right.
I dilute it with like a lot of ice and a little water, maybe.
Okay.
I didn't know they would still make it. I might get some of that for my.
I used to dilute mine too back in the day, but not with water and ice, Gary. I diluted it with something else, but that's my story.
Something about 50 proof.
Yeah.
Great.
I don't drink.
How have you been? Let the people know a little bit more in depth about your career and how did you become so multifaceted in the creative arts?
Well, I've been working in video production for 30 years. I've been writing and producing and editing promos for CBS, Sony, Universal, doing some work for Martin Scorsese and stuff like that. And then, as what makes you diversified when you go through a divorce? Because I was sitting at the Comedy Store with a friend of mine. I had just gone through a divorce, and I said I'd try that sometime. And he said, "Okay, I'll get you up next month." And so I started doing stand-up comedy several years ago too. So it's like, you try new things and then you just fall into them. And as far as music, I was friends with a guy named Jeremy Jordan who starred in the movie Never Been Kissed. And he also had a top 10 hit single. And I wrote some lyrics about the homeless. And I said, hey, why don't you see if you can make a song out of this? And we did. And then we made a song called Forgotten People. And there's a video for that on YouTube. And it helps that I can do video production, so I can do music videos for my songs. So it all kind of like comes together in different ways.
Isn't it crazy for you watching how kind of expansive videography has become and how accessible it is to even some of the most novice creatives?
Yeah, I mean, now you can use AI tools to generate a lot of things. You can use templates for almost everything to do pretty high-end graphics. By the way, I really liked your opening too for the show. That was great. I was dancing to the music before it came on, so it was really good.
Oh, well, thank you, Gary.
Appreciate that. Now, listen, I want you to tell the people about your song, your tribute to George Floyd, and then we'll play a little bit of that too and get into that.
Oh, great. Okay. Well, that was really inspired by while I was watching the news and just seeing the enormous amount of people who came together and around the world. I mean, I've never seen a movement where people all around the world really got together with a common cause of bringing attention to problems. And so I was kind of thinking, I know he's passed away, and I hope that he can see from above the enormous amount of people who have come together to support him and to share kind of the cause that he's inspired in a lot of people. So the song is really a tribute to him, and just kind of hoping that he was able to see what change he's affected in the world, so, because of his passing, which was a tragedy in itself.
Yeah, absolutely.
Since doing the song, have you got any feedback from his family or anybody like that about the tribute?
No, I haven't heard from many people, but
Okay.
It does have 15 million plays on TikTok, ironically, of all the platforms.
I love it. So listen, guys, I'm going to let you take a look at a bit of the song. Yeah. Let me know when you guys can see this. DJ Sharpcut. Ready? Can you see that?
Yeah. I can see it.
Oh,
little buffering.
Oh, I hate the buffering.
the song's so powerful, even the internet can't handle it.
What?
This is a lyrics video, by the way.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Bummer. Okay, listen, guys, we're gonna put the link to this in the captions for the show, but now I'm bummed because I want you guys to see it. But tell us a little bit about it, because I was already feeling it. So tell us again, like, who you worked with on this and the emotions you were dealing with when you were producing this. And is that the way that you did this? Is that kind of your methodology for a lot of the work that you do?
Well, for me, it all starts with the lyrics. I'm primarily a lyricist, but I'm also using my editorial skills. I've become a pretty decent producer. So I kind of it all starts and ends with me, and then I bring in different artists, and sometimes I'll bring in singers, or I'll rap myself. I rap on a song, I'm singing on a new song, but it all starts with the lyrics for me, and which is basically poetry, and then I stretch it into lyrics for a song, and then I bring in the artist that I think could bring it to life the best. And then I mix it myself, and I produce it myself in the end. So it kind of starts and ends with me, and then I bring in different talent to kind of bring the song to life instrumentally. So, but really, yeah.
You say you rap, right?
I rap on a song. I don't know. It's a very political song, so I don't know if you want me to put it out there right now. But
well, no, I was going to say, I know when you tell people that, people probably are like, they kind of like taken back, like, wow, you rap, right? I'm sure. Do you get that?
You'd be very surprised on this one.
Okay.
So, okay, it's gonna get very political here for a second, but
go ahead.
I'm not a big. I'm not. Oh, first of all, by the way, before I go on with that, it's just funny that I happen to be the one of us that's big on Valentine's Day. I even wore red for Valentine's Day, and then I come into a hostile crowd and nobody likes Valentine's Day in this entire feed. So I'm the only one who wants love on this day. Okay, so and I have 2 love songs out, by the way, but one of my songs, and one of the reasons I started doing more music, is because I wanted to bring attention. I'm not a big Trump fan, okay? So I have a song out called Trump the Traitor that sums up everything that I think about him in a bunch of lyrics. So and there's music videos for that, and I even have Roger Stone endorsing DJ Sharpcut. I have some of his cabinet endorsing me as an artist, and then I play my Trump the Traitor song. So sorry if anybody likes Trump out there. I'm not a big fan of him, but
that's funny.
That's yeah. I need to hear that one, that song.
Yeah, and so you'll hear me rap. So, and I'm rapping on a new song too. So you'll be surprised. I need to I'm not. This pandemic's been a little tough on me, girls. I'm 25 years old, so. I'm just
Okay.
kidding.
Got it. Got it.
Okay, so you're not on what's the thing? You don't get on the what's it called, the Tinder, or is it the swipe left or right? You do
I'm on
any of
all
that
those.
stuff?
I'm on
Oh,
every.
you on all those? Okay.
Yeah.
Are you on Christian Mingos, and what's the other one?
There's one called. There's one for Trump. There's one for Trump fans called. Wait, what's it called? Something right. Oh, Right Date. And it's kind of cool because, like, I'm looking for a girl who will storm my heart like she stormed the Capitol.
Right.
Like, like I want a girl who wants me as much as the FBI wants her.
All right, Gary. I see the comedian now.
And by the way, a little advice: you've been married for 10 years.
Yeah.
My parents just celebrated their 57th wedding anniversary this year.
Good.
Wow.
You want to know what the secret is to a long, happy marriage of 57 years?
What is it?
Hearing loss.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Like my dad's hearing is going in his right ear. You always
What'd
assist
you
my
say?
mom to the right side of him.
What you say? Look, what you say?
That's it. Hearing loss. That'll help you. You'll always get along with your husband if you can just like come up, have a little hearing loss.
Oh man. Listen, what do you have coming up? What's new for you? Because it seems like you're always into something. So what's the next thing for you?
In 2 days, I'm at the La Jolla Comedy Store performing, and then I've got a show at Flappers in Burbank, which you're all everybody in this who sees this, I can probably get you free tickets. If you go to Sharp Cut Comedy and hit me up, and then I'll get you free tickets to Flappers on the 27th, Sunday night, 9 p.m. We got a great lineup. And then I got a new song coming out. I'm doing a song and reacting to Kid Rock's latest song. I'm not a big fan of Kid Rock right now, so I'm doing a song about him. I'm rapping again, and I'm singing on that one too. So it'll be entertaining.
Wow. Okay. Can you bust a few lyrics out for us real quick?
No way.
Okay.
You know what? I'll tell you why though, because like I'm a pretty decent producer, right? But I have to do like 40 takes to get something decent.
Right.
So when you hear it, I've been working hard on these songs, but you'll never see me do live.
So
although
you're never gonna see you in the battles. You're not gonna be able to do no battles.
Battle rapper. No,
Okay,
G.
battle rapper.
If I battle rap, it'll be lip syncing.
Okay.
It'll be kind of like last night at the Super Bowl. A lot of lip syncing.
Okay. Oh, okay. So let's get start some stuff now. Wait a minute.
I'm just kidding. Like, I'm not positive they're lip syncing. I have a feeling there's some lip syncing going on.
You think some lip syncing was going on? Because what you're saying, Gary, you're saying a lot of those people were like too old to be dancing and singing all at the same time.
Maybe they could do it, but it's just, I mean, when you see a lot of instruments on stage that aren't being played, you got to kind of wonder, is there a little lip syncing going on here?
Oh, okay.
But it was great. It was such a trip down memory lane for me because I love every song they played last night. So
I want you to hold it right there. Since you did bring up Kid Rock on Twitter this morning, Kid Rock was trending because there are people that felt like this Super Bowl performance was inappropriate, and someone like him would have been better, I guess, for the right. Not sure, but I did want to find out from you why you brought up Kid Rock, if it had anything to do with why he's trending this morning. And what do you think about their choices in regards to the NFL and who does the halftime shows? Well, first of all, I thought it was great last night. I mean, it was a trip down memory lane for me. A lot of the music I grew up with, big fan of Eminem and Snoop Dogg and everybody. And I thought it was nice to be a little different. It doesn't have to be the Rolling Stones playing. Kid Rock he's got one great song, and then most of them suck. But so that you can't play Ba Wada Ba on a loop, though, like that only works for so long. He's kind of aligned himself going back to the Trump thing with Trump, so I'm not a big fan of that. So I'm taking him on with my next song. Can you tell us a little bit about that? It just makes fun of the last song. It's kind of a parody of his last song that he came out with, where he goes, "Ain't nobody going to tell me how to live," and so it's basically somebody better tell him how to live. So.
Okay,
I love
it.
And
ironic. I will say though that he's my age. He does look a lot better than me, but it's okay because I can rap better. So you're from Southern California? Yeah, I grew up in San Diego, the mean streets of La Jolla.
Oh, okay.
It was tough.
So
Good stuff.
stop it. So San Diego has also changed a lot, though. Even just going from San Diego to LA, that drive has changed. Like everything about San Diego has changed. Talk to me about that really quick. How you feel going back to a place that you've grown up in, and it just, it's a little different now.
Well, the drive down in particular, you're 100% right on. I mean, just to get down to Irvine at the wrong time can take 3 hours. So from where I am, and to San Diego, yeah, it's a lot worse. And so it's all about timing. But for me, it's actually very nice to return down to San Diego and kind of be reminded of where I grew up and everything. And it was a nice upbringing and stuff. So for me, I mean, I haven't been in San Diego a lot, so I just go down there for a few days while I'm performing. But for me, it's nice to return. But you're right, the drive is terrible now.
So you one of those people, you left the hood, huh? You left the hood and haven't gone back.
Right. Yeah. I got out of the hood of La Jolla.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I have to ask, since you do kind of dibble and dab into politics a bit, are you active in politics? Do you volunteer? Like, where do you stand in regards to how involved you get with local politics, national, state? Talk to me about that.
I'm not that involved in politics beyond doing creative work to bring attention to problems, which is why I did that. I did a song, Forgotten People, to bring attention to the homeless problem years ago. And this Trump song, and now the Kid Rock song that's coming soon. I think I can be more effective because I've been doing advertising for years and bringing attention to problems with my art, whether it's video or film or music or even comedy. So I'm more politically active with art forms than in politics, directly.
Got
Now,
it.
your comedy, Gary, were you always into comedy growing up, or was this something, like you said, after you went through this divorce, somehow the comic gods came over you and dropped a little comedy in you, and there you have it? Or is that something that you got growing up that you thought you were funny and you made funny jokes and stuff like that?
I never thought I was. Yeah, I was funny with friends, but for work, I wrote all the promos for Real Stories of the Highway Patrol and America's Funniest Home Videos, and I wrote some promos for Married with Children. And when you're writing promos, you're writing very concise kind of mini trailers for upcoming episodes of TV programs. And that concise writing helped me do stand-up comedy because I could hit a lot of punchlines very quickly. Okay. So it's something I found out I had kind of an aptitude for. And then there's a lot of fun in just making people laugh and to making their day better. So I love seeing people laugh at a comedy club and knowing I wrote some new jokes that'll make them laugh.
So do you write for other people?
I do write for some other people here and there because I help some other comedians develop too. So I write tons of punchlines for different comedians.
Oh, well, maybe I need to get you to write me some stuff so I can, maybe get out there and, do a few jokes.
That's possible. That's very possible. Come to Flappers on the 27th and see some fun stuff, and we'll talk more about it.
Yeah. Don't try to have me come there and have me get on the open mic. I'm like you, Gary. I need a few takes. We got to do a whole bunch of takes before we get it right.
Not egg this girl.
Well, that's the problem with live, though. You don't have a few takes. You got one take. So
exactly. So look, that's why you get what you get with me. So hey.
Listen, since it is Valentine's Day, let's go ahead and jump into a little bit of, if you don't mind, divorce. Like, what does that do to you? What does it do to your creativity? And how do you recover? Because there are people out there that, unfortunately might be dealing with divorce. It seems like COVID did that a lot. It had some negative impact on some love lives. People stuck together, realizing they don't even like each other. Not saying that's, what happened with you, but, what does that do to you? Because I don't think anybody gets married thinking I'm going to get a divorce. But here we go.
You never go in planning that. And my divorce happened, I made a lifelong commit when I got married 11 years ago, and I kept it for 6 months. So so the marriage didn't last that long. But, the divorce, it makes you look at life completely differently because you have this whole life plan, and then you realize it's kind of gone off the rails into something completely different. On a positive note, that can open yourself up to doing whatever you want with your life. I would never have done stand-up comedy had I not gone through a divorce. I don't know if I would have written all these songs, but maybe. So it does make you look at life differently. So you have to look at things for yourself. Like maybe the family and kids aren't going to be for you, but what can you do to make your life fulfilling for yourself? So it can give you a more positive outlook on things you can do from there.
Well,
You
the
know,
kids,
it's interesting that you said that, Gary. You said if you don't think you ever would have did some of those things if you hadn't gone through a divorce. If you would still been married, you don't think you would have done the things that you're doing. So I guess my question is, because I kind of say that in the reverse. I guess a lot of things I've done, I think I've only did those things because I was single for so long. And if I would have gotten married earlier and had a family, I probably wouldn't have done some of the things that I've done. So it's interesting how you say that about being married, you wouldn't have done these things. And I wonder why do we say that? Why is that? Is it because we thought our concept of marriage, if we're married, everything has to be about family. We take self out of it. So that's why you wouldn't have done those things if you would have been married.
Well, first of all, for stand-up comedy in particular, the lifestyle does not lend itself to being married until you're successful as a stand-up comic, because you're on the road a lot. You're spending a lot of time at nightclubs. You're spending a lot of time out, and it's not really the best thing. Like it's hard to focus on a marriage if you're doing all those things. You're on the road all the time and things like that. So the lifestyle of a stand-up comedian does not lend itself to marriage very easily. Although there are married stand-up comedians, but you hear about a lot of them in the public who aren't totally faithful. So it's just a lifestyle thing. It's just the married lifestyle lends itself to a lot of great things, but some things it does not lend itself well to.
So it's really, I guess your everybody's outlook or perspective on marriage or whatever they're doing. That's why their lives go in the path that they go in. So, like for example, I'm sure you probably thought you would get married and have a family, and your 2.5 kids, and y'all would have a dog, and y'all would do family trips, and everything would be about the family. So then that didn't happen. So it is okay.
Yeah,
So,
and also, that's going through divorce if you've done it is very painful too. So, and comedy does come from pain. So, out of that pain, you can create some really funny comedy, because it's just you have to laugh at it, because it's like you're going through stuff that you never thought you'd go through, and it's a little traumatic and disappointing. And so, but you can create comedy out of it, and you can hopefully make other people laugh about it and make yourself laugh about it too. So, there's a lot of positive things that can come out of being single again, and the craziness of dating in LA too.
And not just marriage, but other life-altering events, right? This is kind of the approach you take in dealing with anything, and that could be marriage or death or job, things like that. So for the people out there, you definitely have to find ways to cope and make it okay and get the positive out of it and what you can do with it. Are there other things that have kind of shaped who you have become as a creative?
Yeah. Just to add to what you said, I know a lot of people in stand-up comedy who've come from dealing with cancer, who've dealt with chemical problems, all kinds of things, and they can make very funny comedy out of it. So as far as myself, going back to the political thing, I never wanted to be political. I just wanted to tell stories and to inspire people. And when I saw Trump came around, who I'm obviously not a big fan of, that inspired me to kind of turn my attention to him a little bit and to tell some, to create some music around him and some comedy around him. So I think we're inspired by what we see, and then what we do kind of defines us somewhat. So I hope people like what I do. Oh, you lost your audio, I think.
Oh, you're on mute.
So let the people know how they can keep up with you, how they can follow your work, and even check out some of your older work, because I think what you've done in the past definitely lends to who you've become now as a creative.
Well, you can see all my video work for CBS, Sony, Universal, Martin Scorsese at Sharpcut Productions. You can go to Linktree/Sharpcut for a lot of my current work. And then comedian Gary Robinson on YouTube if you want to see some of my stand-up comedy. I'm a little outrageous, so sorry. And then my music, DJ Sharpcut on Spotify and all the different platforms and YouTube.
Well, I want to thank you for being here with us today and sharing all this. I love comedy. That's my favorite thing to do. If I have a choice, I want to go laugh. I've actually even said I don't want a funeral. I want a roast. Of course, everybody can't come to that, but I want. That's what I want because that's what I do. I think it brings people joy. I think it lets people escape or find ways to lighten up a little bit. And if you don't have a sense of humor, I think something's wrong with you. Like,
yeah, it's very healing, particularly at this time too. So
I'm just like, so short story. I was going back and forth with this I wasn't even going back and forth. I posted something on Facebook and then this lady said something and I just had the 3 laughing emojis. I'm good for the 3 laughing emojis anywhere. And she was like, oh my God, that was so disrespectful. And I was like, you must not know me because that's what I do. I'm not taking you any more seriously than I would take anybody else saying something stupid to me. It was funny. I'm going to laugh. So I definitely appreciate you and what you put out in the world because it helps people cope. And it's great medicine. Like, for real, lighten up. Find ways to lighten up and laugh at shit show that life tends to throw our way. But I'm definitely going to post the link to your song. I wish we weren't buffering so we could hear it, but I appreciate you. I appreciate all of our artists and creatives. Gia's my favorite and everybody else is right up underneath her. So
well, thanks.
Thank you for sharing your multi-talent with us and getting your business a little bit, but we will definitely be keeping in touch with you and supporting you. So if anything else is coming up, definitely send it our way. We will share it on all of our social platforms and continue to support you. And as soon as I don't have to be chasing teenagers, I'm gonna come see one of your shows.
Will do. And thanks very much for having me on. It's a lot of fun.
Hey,
happy Valentine's Day, Gary.
Happy Valentine's Day.
See, look, I did wear heart earrings just, because it's Valentine's Day for you.
There you go. A little enthusiasm. That's nice.
Yeah,
She's so goofy. Have a good rest of your day, Gary.
All right, bye. Nice meeting you.
So what do you think?
Well, Gary is multifaceted, as he said. Rapper, comedian, all sorts of things. So I wish the YouTube wasn't buffering so the people could hear the tribute to George Floyd. But I'm sure it's good. But there again, what somebody does and how someone looks is totally 2 different things. Because I was never expecting that. I wouldn't, from Gary, I would be like, oh, he's a rapper. Oh, okay,
I saw your face though when he said that, and I was like, she's gonna ask him. She's gonna be like, "What are you talking about?"
Yeah, So yeah, but me, I'm with it. It's cool, stuff. But
now, if he would have said he did trap music, you probably would have lost your mind.
That what I would have been like, no, you got to show me. I need to see it. But you know what? He probably do. Gary looked like he probably do be doing some trap music. So hey,
or just hanging out in the trap.
Right, exactly. That's what I'm saying. So yeah, stuff. I don't know. I think when you talk about some people deal with divorce and separations and all different kind of ways, and I think Gary, hey, his other side came out after that divorce, but it sound like,
I know that's what it sounds like. It's something just, which is crazy because you're already living a life as an artist in a very constrained schedule, and your life is already one thing. So how much more can you loosen up? Get a divorce. See how much more you can loosen up.
It seemed like he was trapped.
Now it's time for a
divorce. And now that he's, that marriage, so now he divorced. So hey, that's why I think he probably do got a little trap underneath his belt. He probably hanging out with, with the trap artists. Hey, hey.
So for the single ladies, he did say he was on the dating app. So go on and swipe left because he definitely does not like the right.
Right.
And
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So do that. What's coming up with you?
Um, let's see. Oh, what's coming up with me? Jesus Lord. Oh, I'm gonna be back at the Nothing But Black Flea February 26th at the Baldwin Hills Crenshaw Mall. We're back at it. So I'll be there. You can come find me there. I'm gonna have a few, I'm gonna have some stuff there for you guys. This the last Saturday in our Black History Month. So come on out and support. I'll be there. I'm also gonna be somewhere this weekend. Let me figure it out. It's another vending event. I want to say it's Black Business LA. And it's on Gage. That's where it's going to be, Gage Avenue, 60th and Gage, I believe.
So when I went to Northridge, and I know Percy and Eric were from that area, I used to always think if I went over there, it was going to be dangerous. Is that a dangerous area in LA? Can I take my kids?
You know, as a person growing up in LA and haven't been over there in a while, I don't know what's it going to be. I'm hoping not.
Jesus Christ.
Because you know, as again, I'm familiar with that area and stuff, but no, it's a commercial area over there that the event's going to be at. But actually, it's going to be a nice event because they're going to have they were having seminars. They're going to have a fashion show.
Okay, I'm going to have to show up.
Yeah, for HBCU, I believe. So yes, it's a whole Coming to America theme for Black History Month. So yeah, so it's gonna be, they're gonna have food trucks and vendors, and so it's really nice. And I think I'm gonna have some workshops on, you know, about businesses and stuff. So it's really good. You know, these I guess they're called millennials, right? Yeah, these millennials, they're doing a lot of they're doing some stuff. So yeah, so I'm gonna be there Saturday, and yeah.
Okay,
So,
well, good. And make sure that we post that on all of our socials, so everybody can
I'll get you
know where to find you.
Yeah.
And I'm working with a couple publishing companies and doing webinars for their authors because authors do not do a very good job marketing and selling their books. So I have the webinars and then getting new clients started with some of their marketing and PR. Listen, guys, I am your PR priestess. Okay. That is my love language. Every business could use some good PR, even if you do it yourself. If people don't know about you, they cannot support you. Okay. I ain't talking about your mama, your homegirl, your cousin that does not support you. I'm talking about the rest of the community, your target audience. Do you know who that is? You need to understand how PR works for your business. It's not just marketing. You need to do all of it: marketing, PR, and advertising. You got to do it. And for authors that have done all the hard work and their book is still sitting on the shelf or in a warehouse, you got to get it going. So if that's you, let me know so we can help you out. But I have a couple publishing houses that I'm working with right now.
Okay.
And yeah, so any PR stuff, you guys know where to find me, Tonya McKenzie PR or Sand and Shores on all social media platforms. But other than that, I wanted to remind you guys, we're twice a week now. So we're Mondays and Wednesdays, and we have some dope guests coming up. So make sure you tap in. Make sure you subscribe to the pod on Apple or iHeart. We're on iHeart also. We're on a lot of things.
We're on a lot of things. And y'all, I can't keep up because Tonya always got us somewhere. So, you know, what I'm going to do, what we used to do, like
what I'm going to do is
because this is how we do. They probably still do it. But when I was like a youngin' in my career and out in the field and stuff, things that we needed to like remember or have readily available, we would put on 3x5 cards and we put in our shirt pocket. Okay, because when you're out there and stuff is happening, because stuff be happening and stuff you got to remember. So what I'm gonna do, because you got us everywhere, girl, and I be trying to tell people where we at, and I just now, I got the whole StreamYard down and I got the Apple Podcast. Now you coming with some more stuff. So but that's what you do, and I love it. So I'm gonna get me a 3x5 card, and I'm gonna keep it in my purse.
www.
Yeah, so I'm gonna have all the places that y'all can find us at. So when I'm out and about, I'm gonna be able to run them all down because people be talking about, well, I don't have that. I'm be like, look, well, we here now, and we here now, stuff like that. So yeah, that was a little trick that we used to do. But we did that in school too. How you want to learn your subject matter, you would put it on 3x5 card, flashcards. See, that's what I'm saying. Some stuff don't go out of style, and you think it's only you're only using flashcards when you're in school. They use flashcards in the workforce too, just to have that stuff. And when they have public speakers, they got flashcards too. Everybody still using flashcards. So yeah, and I'm about to start using them again too. So yeah.
All right, y'all. We're going to let you out of here, but make sure you tune in on Wednesday. We'll see you. Same bat channel, same bat time, just an additional bat day. How about that? All right. You guys have a good one. Happy Valentine's Day.
Bye.